Hello. I forgot to set everything up again. I set up most of it. Most of it. But yeah, so it's obviously quite a bit later than normal. Not really my place to say what's going on, but medical emergencies and yeah. Hi. Not my medical emergency, but Caleb's. So I wanted to just make sure everything was like settled down and stuff before I decided to draw or anything. So we're doing more chill stuff today. You know, nice vibe. Yeah. Me as a person and as here. That is nice. Um, yeah. Can you do a purple guy? I have. Do I have a purple? Oh wait, yeah, I do have a purple character, but I've already done the drawing for them. I'm kind of like going not in order exactly, but I'm like going through all of them. Do I have the. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is my purple guy. Whenever she does a drawing request stream, yeah, basically. I've been working on my own stuff recently. Um, and for the moment, we are doing this one. This guy is Miffle. And they're a rosy maple moth. A lot more simple than like some of the other ones, but that's a nice thing also. Sometimes, I think we're gonna do like a dark pink for the lines. We'll see what I feel like. I might do it. Don't know. We can always clip over it later. Cosmet is cute. I love Cosmet. I gotta get used to drawing again. Oh no. It's literally been like 2 days. I've definitely noticed a difference when I draw like every day versus every couple days on the tablet. It feels like very different every time. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Art stream, yay! Yay! That'll work. They're kind of silly. Do I want to do that? Yeah, we'll do that. I think there's still a couple people coming in. So this guy is Miffle, and they're a rosy maple moth, which is pretty cool. I have designed only like the upper half of them. This is not, I don't know. That'll work. So I only got like half the wings, barely that, but you know, it's fine. We'll figure it out. I might even change them up a little bit. I don't know. That drawing's kind of old. Not like that old, but like, since they're a bug, they got like big ol' eyes. Did I give them a nose? I did not give them a nose. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Whoops. There we go. Almost. I'll keep that one, I think. I have a bad habit of redoing my lines like 1,000 times. People actually showing up, I know. Will it not just be me at stream? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Possibly. YouTube, why do you give me problems? It's nice when more people show up. I didn't really anticipate streaming so late. I was gonna do earlier, and more people might have showed up then, but it happens. Life happens. What is your shape like? Okay. No, it's like... It's like Cosmets almost, but more like... soft. I think that works. Stream's already dying. Or I guess they left. Looks like it. It's okay. You'll just have to invite your friends and force them to watch. No, that doesn't feel right. I mean, it's basically right, but it doesn't... I think that feels a little bit better. It's pretty much the same, but it's fine. Don't question me and my choices. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna have to make that bigger, obviously. But first, I want to color it to make sure the colors are all what I want them to be. Because that will make it much easier later. That pink might even be too dark. Look, I'm already ruining it. No, wait, what? I didn't click that? Oh, I did click that. I pressed the wrong button. I used the keyboard hotkeys. My bad. Guess I did do that. I love Miffle. I haven't touched them since I made them, but I made them like right before Art Fight. And then by the time I like actually had the time to use them, is that my computer screen or is that something somewhere? Okay, no, it's in the thingy. I thought it was in the thingy, but it didn't look like it was in the thingy. But, yeah, by the time I made them... No, it's definitely... There we go, okay. That was gonna bug me. Haha, bug. But, yeah, by the time I made them, our fight was starting. And I was like, well, I really want to prioritize our fight this year because I never do much. And I did beat my record by like triple. More than triple. I did like 20 drawings. I think the max I did before was like 4. So, I did win. But, at the cost of my sanity, basically. Which is funny because people do like so much crazier stuff than me. I just did like simple headshots, but... It's hard to find like designs that I'm like, yes, I vibe with that so much. I want to draw that right now. Which is not to say anyone's characters are like bad. They're not bad. It's just like not like something I personally am like, yes, I need to draw that one. And then there's all the ones with like the crazy complex designs and then like the D&D designs, which I'm not super into personally. No hate to anyone who like has those. I just don't like drawing them. It does go like that, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, but not all the way. So yeah, like this. Eepy, sleepy, weepy. I slept super late today. I don't know how it even happened. Like super late, actually. It was kind of bad. But it's fine. I will fix it later. I don't know if I like that. I might do... It'll work for now. I know what I mean. This also, I guess, just helps me get the shape better. It's like, not related to anything I was like literally just talking about, but they're like rosy maple moth inspired, but not like straight up a rosy maple moth, if you know what I mean. Cause like they're very similar, but they're not like the same. They also have freckles. I was in like a kick with giving them freckles, cause this isn't the only one I did either with freckles. I think I put all the colors in there. Well, no, I only have 3 colors on them. I like simple color palettes, but I also like the complex ones. You know? I have the flu. Some person just texted me that. I think it's funny. I mean, like, obviously feels bad for them, but like, lol. I think the pink is a little bit dark. The line art one. Let me see. Whoops. Oh yeah. That one's more muted. I think that looks better. Yeah, we'll keep that one, I think. Yeah, I think we'll just keep that one. I just wanted to make sure before I merged it, because after I merge it, I can't like go back and fix that so easily as I did there. I did not merge them. I merged the wrong one. Never mind. Go back. No, stop. Windows, please. First thing first. There we go. Okay, now we can do this. I think we'll keep you about there. We can always move it again later if we need to. Next, let's go... Wrong thing. Change this to the new color. Nice. What is your favorite kind of chocolate? I noticed you used a lot of Easter colors. It's not Easter colors specifically, it just like is more Easter themed because it's pastels. And most people associate pastels with Easter, but it's like really not Easter, but I'm okay with that. I do like Easter colors. And as to my favorite chocolate, is your character like a fly? I told you they're a rosy maple moth. They're a moth. But to my favorite chocolate, it's probably Kinder brand. I like Hershey's, but Hershey's is like kind of it's like okay. It's like in the middle, I guess. I don't really eat a lot of candy or sweets. I'm also like a lot more picky about that versus like savory stuff. I like savory a lot. Probably one of my favorite flavors. No, I'm kidding, it is. Other than vanilla, freaking anything vanilla. Is that the shape I wanted? I think that's the shape I wanted. Yeah, I think that is the shape I wanted, my bad. I meant like dark or milk or white, not that brand of chocolate. Does vanilla count as white chocolate? No, vanilla is not the same as white chocolate. But white chocolate, it's either between white and milk chocolate for my favorite type of chocolate. I like both a lot. And caramel. Or caramel. I don't know how people say it. There's not really like a correct way to say it. That was so heavy. There we go. Did I do the same thing on the chest? Or was it reversed? Oh wait, no, I got it backwards. Oh no. It's okay, we can fix this. Sort of easily. Actually, no, not sort of easily, but it's okay. We will fix it. Hold on. Can't believe I messed up my own character, and it's not the first time either. So the big swoop is on this side, isn't it? Yeah. So it goes... close to that. Not like that. White chocolate, I'm sorry, they're coming, you must run. I said white or milk chocolate, which I think are good. They're very sweet, so it's like something you can only have a little bit of, but it's good. If you disagree, you're just wrong anyways, so... What the hell? I can't do it. Hold on. You know what? We're just gonna... There we go. White chocolate should be burning in hell. No, when it's used properly, it's really good. You gotta know how to use it. Like peppermint bark? 10 out of 10. Everybody loves peppermint bark, unless you don't like peppermint. Okay, I fixed it. It's a little bit choppy, but it's fine. I'm on the wrong layer. What else is there that's good with, Well, actually, yeah, Kinder Buenos. Kinder in general uses, like, a lot of white chocolate. and they're really good. And then, cookies and cream, that's white chocolate, and that's really good. Cookies and cream chocolate. I'm not vibing with that. That's fine, I guess. Not really. White chocolate doesn't even have cocoa to be chocolate. Yeah, no, because it's made out of the, I forgot what it's called, but it's the other part of the cocoa. Isn't it like the oil? Hold up. No, I gotta search it. Yeah, it's the cocoa butter. I thought so. It's just a weird amalgamation of sugar that God nor human nor nature would have wanted to create. That is not true. Humans quite literally made it themselves, so... You know why? Because it's good, so, stop hating. Because hating on something is kinda cringe when clearly a ton of people like it. And also, just because other people like it doesn't mean that you have to. There's nothing wrong with having a different opinion, but there is something wrong with hating other people for having a different one. Because that's kinda messed up. I'm not drawing good today. It's fine. Even though technically everyone is brown, just a different shade. So then why are you... What? Bro, tell me where that came from, because that is just so, like, out of nowhere. What? That does not even correlate to what we were just talking about. Okay. I'm failing miserably right now. I'm still sort of getting used to drawing tablets. As in I am still. I haven't even done like a full on drawing in them yet. So yeah. We're getting there. It's definitely like, once I get back into it, easier to like control. I mean, I can do like everything I need to do basically. But it's also like relearning an entire program after using the same one for, I don't know, 7 years. Gets a little bit wacky. If a conversation happens, it can go from like bananas to the amazing world of Gumball to Bridges to Undertale to a number of anythings imaginable. Okay, yeah, but we were talking about chocolate and then you're talking about what is basically racism. So that's a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Oof, I don't... I confuse myself, probably because bro doesn't know what he's talking about. No, I'm kidding, but like... I'm so mean. That's gonna bother me now. I just realized that's like that. Okay, that's fine. Enough. It doesn't have to be like perfect, it's just a reference sheet, but I like to be not awful at the things I do. Who doesn't? I don't think I need a tail for this one because they don't really have a tail. They'll have a big old wing pattern here. I might draw like a silly face of them. Might add the bug eyes into the reference sheet just to make sure that I like remember that. I should remember that, but yeah. My bug guys have bug eyes. Because why wouldn't they? It makes them cool. I missed a spot. This guy's very simple in design. Not like my simplest, but simpler. A bug guy has bug eye. Indeed. They look so goofy like this. Alright, so obviously we want not that. That's a racer. We want to size this down a bit. It's pretty solid. Let me just check. Okay, I had to make sure Caleb didn't reply because yeah, medical stuff going on. I feel so cramped. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. Are we vibing with this music today? I wasn't really sure what to put on. This obviously isn't how these would look like if I were like actually drawing them, but what do you mean medical? Did someone get hurt? It's not my place to say, but Caleb himself is fine. But yeah. If you see him on, you should wish him well. Because that sucks. What else do we need? I know we got the wings to do. Let's do the bug eyes on the big one, I think. Not on the small one, just on the big one. We know we kind of can't. No, we'll do it on the reference one. I lied. This brush is too big. Bubbles' new video? Interesting. I'm not sure I'd be able to do that. Copyright stuff, I only play uncopyrighted because it gets my streams flagged. And that is obviously not a fun thing to deal with. If that's what you're even referring to, I assume it is. Okay, the wings here are kind of... There's like... Woo. Big. But they have like a second set maple moths do. So it goes like big. If I can even, do I even like that? Hold up, I have the page open. I don't like that shape. I changed my mind. I don't like freehanding stuff. Ever. They don't look like that. That's not what they look like. It's almost like a triangle. What the frick is this? Holy crap, that is not real. Somebody made that, okay. That was not fun to look at, actually. They do have two sets. Wait, do they? I see multiple things where some of them they do and some of them they don't. But it does look like they have two sets, or like two wings. I think I need to make this bigger. That's more like the shape, but it's... Would it be like that? Because in the other one, I guess the wings would be up in this one. No, we's just gonna say that this is a redesign. My brain is dying. We just get a redesign them. How about that? So... Give me a minute. I guess it'd be like that. And then the smaller ones go like... Is it like that? I'm looking at like real pictures. Yeah, kind of. They're like very similar to butterflies. The bottom ones are just smaller, basically. Okay, I think that is good enough. Nothing from him yet. Which, I am streaming because everything was, like, settled enough to not be incredibly, like, oh my god, super worried, but yeah. I'll add the freckles to their face in a bit. I want to, like, get some of this pattern down. Is that the same color? No, I got the wrong color. Flip it from here. Alright. That's okay. Do I want to copy the bottom on the top? Or the top on the bottom? Maybe. Because I did it like this like splotchy pattern. Because the real ones are kind of like, here, I will show you warning for bugs, but as you can see, they have like the thingy, you know, so it like sort of resembles the real ones, but not like 110%. That's a nice picture of them. It looks like the bottom wings are a little bit more transparent, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep them like whole. That's a stuffed animal. Look at that guy. They're so weird. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at basically. So I think I'm gonna make a clipping layer to make this a bit easier for me. I would like to keep a bit of the like original with like this stuff going on. Because I think it does at least reminisce, if that's even the right word, like it is like reminiscent of a real one. Okay. Now we had this one. I think I do like this wing pattern. I might leave those like spots off though. I don't think the spots are like needed. I think that looks fun. I could maybe even add another like stripe or two. Or more. We could go like this. I think that helps fill up the space a little bit. And it still like gives like that sort of like maple moth kind of thing to it. You know? I think that is fine. Yeah. I can vibe with that. We can merge the clipping. We can then merge these two, and now we can go... Oh wait, no, we cannot merge those two yet. Wait, hold up. Freckles. That is awful. I don't like that. I think the brush is too small. Hold on. I made the brush smaller, but it was too small. There we go. And the yellow. It's pretty good, I think. Pretty cute. Silly guy. Alright, then, now we can merge these, and we can also go... Whoop. That was very close. I need to... No, I clipped it. I did clip it. My bad. No, wait, no. Oh, wait, yeah, I can just drag it like that. Okay, never mind. Transform. First, rotate them. Make them a little bit bigger. I do have, Bassett here in the background as like a reference for sizing stuff. Obviously not all of my reference sheets are like exactly the same, but it's nice to have a little bit of it. Miffle's head is so tiny. It's not even on this layer. Alright, and then we can draw another little silly, just to fill up this corner so it's like less empty. So, I want to go, first of all, pick up this color, and then I want to go back to my brush. And then I want to go this is what I was gonna do on the Bassett one, but I ended up giving her wings anyways, so I didn't have to. So I had like all the spaces filled that I usually fill. All 4 corners. Jesus, give me a freaking... I say give me, but it's like me doing the drawing, so I'm at fault here. I think I need to size up the brush a little bit. Hand is getting eepy. Let me just... Oh. Bro didn't reply for a whole hour and all he says is yee. Damn. Alright. Wait, no, how did that get there? Where did that come from? how that got there, but I have to fix it, so it's fine. They'll never know. Anyways, be careful when you're drawing so you don't draw on the wrong layer. Now I can't reposition myself back to where I wanted. No, maybe I do want the brush a little bit smaller. I can't decide. I can't decide whether you should live or die. I'll just make it bigger later. No! It won't come back! No! It's because I accidentally smeared it. I wanted to keep that eye. We're doing this silly. As in like a literal silly. You know. That's a eraser. Got it. Well, we can do this first. We gotta grab this pink. We'll make the tongue yellow as well. I don't trust that color pick. One. Now we got a little silly. Nope. There we go. I'm doing this with my mouse, so it's a little bit like, eh. I think everyone went away. Can't say I blame them, but damn. I think I did want to move you just a little bit over. Yeah, I like that. And do I want to sign it with blue or yellow? I think I'm gonna do yellow this time. Because I usually do it with blue, but it might be nice to swap it a little bit. Let's go with this. That was bad. I like to sign twice on everything. I used to only sign once, but now on my new stuff I sign twice. Not even because people like steal my stuff, but like they can steal my stuff, so. Granted, they ain't gonna do a whole lot with my rough sheets except for claim that's my character, I drew them. Which is like, okay buddy. You know? That feels so out of place, but it's fine. And then we will go with oof, that might be a little bit too big. Miffle! I don't know if I like that coloring. I always draw my ears so weird. Not ears, Jesus. Miffle. Not really seeming like there's a lot of people hanging out today. That sounds fun. Caleb's having the time of his life right now. Let me double check stream. Yeah, stream is like completely dead. Nobody's on, so I think that will probably be what I will call a night for now. And I don't think I'm gonna do another stream tonight just because of like everything going on. However, I will always be back tomorrow, so if you are actually interested, stay tuned and I will see you, and I hope everyone has a good night. Bye.